Transformations. What does the word, when you think of the word transform, what do you think of?
Transformers.
Transformers. And what does Transformers do? They change.
But that's not a transformer, that's mine.
So, a transformation is a change. Remember, you're either changing your position, meaning where you're at, you're changing your shape, or you're changing your size. And that is exactly what it says at the top of your paper right here. Do y'all see that where it says a change in position, shape, or size? So there are 4 basic types of transformations that you've learned before. Does anybody remember what it means or what the word is to slide?
Move.
It is to move. We call this a translation. Can you please write the word translation? Now, a lot of people get translation and transformation confused because they both have the word trans in the beginning. However, it is going to be, for translations, it's not like translating languages. It's just translating your location. Okay? So can y'all please add this little arrow in right here? Next, what does it mean to flip? I'm going to draw a line in between these 2 dogs. Doesn't it look like the dog is looking in the mirror? When you look in a mirror, what are you looking at? Your reflection. Reflection means to flip or mirror. Can y'all please add that line between the 2 dogs? That is a reflection. So anytime it's flipped over a line, that's a reflection. What about to turn? Around. I'm going to write that right next to it because we are going to be going around every time we're turning. We're going to be turning. But what is, and you're in a car and you turn, what do you have to do to the steering wheel?
What?
Rotate the steering wheel. A rotation. A rotation is the next word. We do use the word turn a lot for rotation, but the proper mathematical word is rotation. And then, so do y'all agree y'all have seen all 3 of those words before? This next one is the one y'all might have seen the least, maybe. It is, does anybody know when you enlarge or reduce something? What's that called? Has anybody been, and people with glasses probably. Have you ever been to the eye doctor and they put drops in your eyes to make your eyeball get bigger? Do y'all know what that's called to doing to your eyes? Dilation. Have you ever heard of dilating your eyes? Correct. Dilation. So that's probably the newest word for y'all. And there's no little symbol. It's just, are these going to be the same size?
No.
Dilation, they'll never be the same size. It's just going to be a different sized figure. Okay. Now, do you see how every single picture has 2 images? You're always going to have 2 images, and you're going to have one, which is my original, which we call the old, and then you're going to have your resulting, we call the new. We call these the pre-image and the image. Okay, everybody write that down. The old is called pre-image, and the new is called image. Do y'all remember last semester when we did new over old?
No.
Yeah, we should have our laptops closed. Thank you. Now looking at a picture, it's not always going to tell you pre-image and image. What are some ways that you know which one is the old and which one is the new?
Where the arrow points
where the arrow is always going to point to the new. That's one way. There's one more way to tell now. What about it? Oh, the bottom. It literally tells you which one has an arrow to. Perfect. That's not always going to be there either. Do you see these little apostrophes right here on all of those? Those little apostrophes we call the primes. That means they're newer. So if I'm like, hey guys, look at A prime, I want you to look at the A with an apostrophe, not regular A. So that's how you'll know the difference. Can everybody write the word prime right here? So anytime I say word prime, I'm talking about one of them with the little apostrophes, a little tick mark. I don't know if it's a tick mark, the little markings. Have I said really anything new just now? Maybe the word prime was new. Maybe the word dilation was new. Maybe not. Maybe you've heard those before. Last but not least, a rigid transformation. It's a transformation that does not change the shape or the size of a figure. A transformation that does not change the shape or the size of a figure. I want you to look at your pictures up top. Which ones do not change the shape or the size? Translation. Those A's are the same shape, same size. What else? Reflection. Those dogs are the same shape, same size. Rotation. I think this is a test question. What about dilation? No, why not? Because it gets bigger, it changes the size. So that one's not a rigid transformation. All right. Does everybody have glue at their desks? Everybody should have glue at their desk. Do you? No, Melanie, I think you have two. Maybe? Do you have two? Okay, yeah. Do y'all have one, Carrie? No? Somebody stole the glue first, Carrie. There's not one on the floor by you? I don't. I have one of these. Done. It should be brand new.
My mom wouldn't buy it, but I snuck it in the car.
Wait, you stole it?
No, I snuck it in the car. I put it in the
Alright.
back registry. She's like, look at that.
It's like at the end of it?
Yeah. Yeah, you sneak it in there.
Okay, yes, hold on, real quick.
That was at the back below.
Here is your table of contents.
I'm banned.
Oh yeah, you're being banned.
I'm banned.
Thank you.
They're just looking at you.
Not today.
I told Mario.
Oh, can y'all do me a favor? Mr. X, can you finish passing these out over there? And I'm going to bring tape. Does anybody need tape?
Me.
Okay, hold on, let me.
Wait, miss, I just lost my paper. I just glued it in.
Take for what?
I don't understand how you lost it and you glued it in.
Like, it's not here anymore. I literally just glued it in.
Okay, 34 maybe?
Are you okay?
35.
If I ever die, I told Mario that if I ever die, I want her to play
Okay, raise your hand again if you need tape.
Wait, you go in your
What?
illegal things. If I ever die, like in the future. I want her to play at my funeral. I'll be dead ass. Like illegal in my funeral. So she's like, oh, if my friend wanted me to play this song at her funeral, that song starts playing. What are you gonna play on my funeral now?
Anybody else need tape? One or two?
Oh my god. You're gonna play at my funeral?
I will.
Just watch one of the shorts. If there's an ant, I just want to post his voice and just like press on it.
Anybody else need tape? Last call for tape. Okay. Close it. Okay. If you notice, y'all, on our table of contents, if you notice, I added page 35 as well. So we do have another page of notes we're going to take. That was not all we were doing. If you are not somebody that has been doing the table of contents, maybe today in your New Year's resolution, starting off, you're going to start that. The new year. You might not do though. I don't know about believing. Like, there's not anything to believe in. You just don't do it. Okay. True. Alright, if you can please fold this on the line. We are going to go ahead and take these notes now. I really want to actually show y'all this picture right here. This is an example of where transformations are in the real world. If you want to look up, what transformation does a butterfly represent? Okay, which one of the words on our paper we just did does a butterfly represent? Mirroring, or what? What's that called? Reflection. The wings are a reflection of each other. Close your computers. This right here, a little bit of education, is what phones looked like when I was in high school. They did not have internet, and you had to pay for every text message you sent. Swear. I can't remember if it was like 50 cents a text message or like 5. I want to say it was 50 cents a text message. It was, and so we didn't text. We wrote notes to each other on notebook paper. I one time didn't care and was like, oh, I'm just going to send these text messages, and then I got grounded because it was like $100. Yes. Like 300 text messages.
How much is 300?
I don't know. I don't remember. But anyways, this is what what is this phone doing? It's actually not. It's not. We call this a slide phone. Because you would slide up for the keyboard. All right. Ask your parents about those. They also had flip phones, correct? All right. What about the moon around the sun? Not Earth. The moon around Earth. Rotation. The moon is rotating around. What about eyes? Eyes are what? Do you see how this black part is getting bigger right here? That is the dilation. All right. What about Ferris wheels? Rotation. And then what about hot air balloons?
That's mirroring.
It's mirroring. What is happening in the water? And what's mirroring? What do we actually call? You see the reflection. Okay. So those are just some examples of transformations in the real world. Now we're going to focus on translations. What did we say? Translation. What word goes with translation? Slide. So can everybody in that first blank on your notes write slide? A slide is a transformation in which all the points of the figure move the same distance, the same direction. So for instance, do y'all see how we only have one triangle here? We are going to slide this triangle. What does the example say to do?
5 units right, 4 units up.
5 units right, 4 units up. Natalie's on it. So, what does that mean I'm going to do to every single point?
So 5
Go
units
5
up.
units up and 4 again.
Oh, wait, what?
Wait, whoa. 5 units right.
Go 5 units right, 4 units. Literally do that with your point. So go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. And where do you end up at?
6.
Okay, give me the point.
0 and 6.
0 and 6. And that's going to be called A prime. I want you to do that with B. Take B, go 5 right, count 5. If you need to, do the little loops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's B prime. Where do we end up at for B prime?
Negative.
You're right.
2 and 1.
Negative 2 and 1. Now, what if I did not give you a picture? Could you do this?
Yes. No.
Yes. Hey guys, I'm talking when I'm talking. If y'all can keep your conversations. Shh. Michael. Can I do this without a picture?
Yes.
How?
You can just give them the point.
I gave you this point. How do I go 5 right?
You count.
I can add 5. How do I go up 4? Add 4. What is negative 2 plus 5? 3. What is negative 5 plus 4? Close. Negative 1. And then you can test and see if that's right. Go right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Where do I end up at? 3, negative 1. So you can do this with or without a picture. This next part I just want you to write down. We're going to explain it in a minute, but my rule is x, y turns into x plus 5, y plus 4. Why would it be x plus 5? Because
The X is the 5.
I'm going which direction?
Right.
Right. And isn't right going more positive?
Yeah.
So that's why it's plus 5. What about up?
Right.
Up is plus 4. And which axis goes up and down?
Positive.
Which axis?
Oh, X. Y.
The y. That's why it's y plus 4. Okay, if you didn't understand that last part, that's okay. We're going to go over that in a minute. I need you to make sure that you could have labeled on the picture and read the points. That's what you need to know how to do. The rule. This is the rule. It looks really confusing. Your rule is always going to have x, y at the beginning with an arrow. Always. That's not going to change ever. What's going to change is my h and k. What is that? So if I have a positive h, what's going to happen? No. If I have a positive h, what direction am I going to go? Right. What if I have a negative h? Left. Can you please write this down? Yep. And what about my k's? What if I have a positive k? Nope. Y's go up.
Oh my God. So
negative K down.
and negative k is down.
Shut up. Wait, okay, so Y's are up.
Y's are up and down, x's are left and right.
Why H and K?
I have no idea. Yeah, I don't know who created that, but it's actually, you're going to see H and K come up in Algebra 2 in all your math classes. Yeah, I don't know why they chose horizontal. Nope. K, I don't know. Good question. All right, open up. I'm hoping now y'all are going to be like, okay, got it. So open up to the next side. Are you writing this down? All right. Mr. Frog, he hopped. What is the rule of his translation? So, choose. Do y'all want to do his feet or do y'all want to do his nose?
No.
Okay, can y'all put a point on both noses? What direction does Mr. Frog go?
Down.
He goes right and down. Everybody write this down. Do y'all agree he hops right and down?
Yes.
How much does he go to the right? 1, 2. 8. He goes right 8. How much does he go down?
6.
What?
4.
Oh, shoot, sorry.
4.
That's 1/2, miss, no?
What do you mean 1/2? No, we're not worried. You're right. That would be that. Yes, you're right, but we're not doing that. Yeah, that would be the slope. That you have the correct slope, but we don't. I'm not worried about slope on this. So I want to know the rule. My rule always starts XY with an arrow. So on your test, if you don't know the rule, you can at least write that and get points. How do I write right 8, down 4? X plus 8, comma.
Y plus 4.
It's down 4.
Minus 4.
Minus 4. And that's done. Move. Just move. Go to the back. Move. Quit talking. Okay, I want you to do the next one on your own. Example 3. Can you give me the rule for 3 units right and 4 units down? Can you give me the rule for 3 units right, 4 units down? When you have the answer, raise your hand, please. When you have the answer, raise your hand. What'd you get, Hannah? Perfect. Write that down if you did not have it. Now I want you to work backwards. I'm giving you the rule. Can you tell me what's happening? How are they moving? So if I tell you xy goes to x minus 5, y plus 4. Raise your hand when you have this answer. X minus 5, y plus 4. What'd you get, Alex?
5 units to the left and
Left 5, up 4. Perfect.
Wait.
Because it's negative?
Oh, so it's
Does that make sense? Okay. All right, example 5 is different. I'm not giving you a rule or a description.
bruh.
But I am giving you 2 points. You do have to figure out what's happening from this x to this x.
Plus 3.
It's plus 3, which means it's going to do what? Go right 3. Remember, x's go left and right. So this is going to go right 3. Be careful with negatives. Negatives are a little bit tricky. So how do you go from -2 to -7? -5, which would make me go down 5. By the way, I know all of these are different, but your signs, you could go left and down. These are all opposite signs, but they could both be negative. All right, last but not least, what if I give you, this is a test question. What if I give you the points and I give you the rule? Can you tell me what the new points are? So here are my points for HOP. What are the coordinates of the vertices if the rule is xy turns into x minus 5, y plus 1? What is this going to do to all of my x's? It's going to go left 5. So what am I going to do to all these x's right here? Subtract 5. So my first one is -3. What is -3 minus 5? -8 is my answer. Now I'm going to do the next x. 2 minus 5 is -8. And my last one, what is 0 minus 5? Does everybody, look up, does everybody understand what I did here? Okay, so do you see all my x's here? I just took all those numbers, -3, 2, and 0, and what did I do to all of them? Minus 5. Okay, now what am I going to do to my y's? It says add 1. So I'm going to take all of these y's and I'm going to add 1 to them. -4 plus 1. What's -4 plus 1? What is 1 plus 1? And what is -1 plus 1?
0.
That one was a little weird. Can I re-explain or can I answer any questions about it?
No.
No questions? You are going to glue this on to page, what? 35. Glue this on to page 35. I don't understand. Y'all don't have glue? Yeah. Oh, yeah, right here. When you glue it, you're going to glue on this part right here. And it's just going to glue like that so that it splits up. So glue, please don't.
Well, I did because it was back in second grade.
Oh, that makes sense. All right. We're going to end class. You probably won't finish it, but you have a Schoology assignment. It's the only thing in Schoology. Already. I don't know.